Hello, Vibers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've actually got some great guests, some fantastic interviews lined up. I've got local musician, Abby Muir. I've got physicist, atheist, humanist, anarchist, John August. Zach Kriegman's interview was really popular, and I've got requests from him to get him back on and talk about his specific area of expertise, being artificial intelligence. He's, a really fantastic expert on that, and he's agreed. I'm working on getting Steph Barron and Sal Grover, they were really high-rating interviews, on to co-host a discussion around feminism and women's issues. I've still got edits from Brad Bevan's excellent interview, stuff that you haven't seen yet, where he talks about his career and how he got to the peak of being a triathlete, which is one of the greatest forms of athleticism that there is. It's been 7 days since the tragic deaths of Constables Matthew Arnold, McCrow, and of course, Alan Dare. As regular listeners know, I'm a former police officer. I finished up after 30 years of service. Of course, I was shocked and saddened, as we all were, by the tragic events in Chinchilla. I can't help but think of every driveway I've ever walked up with fear in my heart and sweat on my palms. Honestly, even though it was 7 days ago, I still feel numb. I still don't know the full details of exactly what happened because of the mixture of emotions: rage, anger, pity, emotional numbness. Strangely, I wish I was there, although that would not have made any difference. Like, it just would have meant that I would have been killed as well. But you just wish you had been there with your colleagues. Not that it would have made any difference as to outcome. I must say, I just don't feel that I could or should put an interview out tonight. And it's because, as you can probably tell from listening to this, I'm just not in the right headspace. And I won't give the interview. And I've got, as I said, I've had some magnificent interviews and they're so cool. But I won't give the interview and the guests the focus they deserve for giving me and you, because I know I've got so many listeners, and thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you for their time. Now, these interviews are great. The people are interesting. They're informative, but now just isn't the time. I do hope that the viewers out there understand that I really want to pay tribute to the sacrifice and service of all the police and emergency services involved, not just the dead and injured. I think it's important to note that I've spoken to many of my former colleagues, and all of them have especially mentioned Alan Dare, whose picture I've purposely left up here. That's unscripted. I'm not in the police or the job anymore. The police are not paid to get killed, punched, or anything else like that. But facing and sustaining risk is what the police do. That wasn't the job of Alan Dare. And I speak with confidence from all of the police officers that I've spoken to, and I've spoken to a few now, that the police family, while naturally focusing on their/our loss, many coppers have spoken to me, and all have said that they hope that the bravery of Alan Dare has not gone unnoticed or unappreciated. And I don't think I'm out of line when I say, Mr. Dare, you are by default now forever part of the police family. You and the constables are now in the loving embrace of God. And probably, I don't think this is out of line to say, in the army of St. Michael, the archangel, he who stands against the power of darkness. Now, on a lighter note, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I celebrated that with Rabbi Ari and the Jewish community here yesterday. I won't be posting an interview next Monday because it's Boxing Day, Monday the 26th. But I'll definitely be seeing you all in the new year. That is Monday, 2nd of January. If you have any suggestions in regards to interviews, obviously, please send them to me, as usual. Mel Gold, thank you so much for all of your suggestions. They're not going unappreciated or unnoticed. Until then, stay safe. God bless and keep you all.